In this video, we're going to answer in detail what is long hair and why do we want it. Ever since the natural hair community started, we saw lengths of natural hair like never before, and the majority of us went on the bandwagon and we decided we wanted long hair, and the standard of long hair was defined and everybody was pursuing it. To this day, a lot of us are still chasing that goal of long hair. But I don't know if any of us have ever sat down and asked the question, why? Why do I want long hair? This is going to be the majority of the video. Why I want long hair, me, you, us as a people. But first, let's answer the question, what is long hair? Let's define long hair. What is long hair? For the longest time, naturals have seen long hair to be waist length and beyond. Let me show you a picture of waist length hair. Waist length and beyond. The term waist length was born. We did not invent it, but really we took it to a whole new level with the natural hair community. And girl, everybody wants that waist length, right? When I say everybody, it's just a general term. Of course, it's not 100% everyone, but majority, right? A good number of Black women want waist length hair. However, girl, for me, and when I sat down with this question, what is long hair? I looked at my hair and I'm like, hold on a minute. That hair is pretty long. I had just cut 6 inches off my hair and I had a look at it and it was pretty much the same length as this wig right here. Right there. And when I look at this hair, I'll bring the other side out. When I look at this hair is long. This length of hair is long hair. I am quite comfortable, quite happy, quite content, quite confident to wear hair that is this long. And that's why I want you to ask the question for yourself as well. What does long hair mean to me? Because I feel like we're stuck trying to grow this waist length and beyond, tailbone, knee bone length hair, but we have not really sat down with what that would look like on us. Like, would you like to walk every day with hair that's scraping the floor, or like rubbing your knees, etc.? Like, what is the final goal with the length that we're going for? So for me, if you ask me the question, what is long hair? It will be bra strap and beyond. This is where my actual natural hair is. Bra strap. And I realized I've been trying to grow waist length and beyond for 10 years, not really enjoying the length that I'm attaining throughout the years. My youth is going. I am 35 and getting older. And I am here pining over waist length tailbone hair when I could be looking like this. Showing off my length, enjoying my hair, etc. At the end of the day, our hair really is supposed to accentuate our look. So could it be that we got a bit stuck on the term waist length and the goal of waist length and beyond? So much so we forgot to actually enjoy our hair. That is pretty long, even if it's not at waist length. So yes, I'm still on a waist length journey. I am still trying to grow my hair to my waist, maybe tailbone, but I will not be attempting to do anything further than that. And there's reasons for this, which we'll discuss further on in the video. So now that I've defined what long hair is for me, bra strap and beyond. So pretty much I have long hair. I classify myself, I own it, I take it. I've got long hair, right? Which is something that I really did not sit with because I was just focused on waist length and beyond. And when I trim my hair, I'm like, hold on, there's still so much hair left, even after I've chopped 6 inches off. Why am I not enjoying my hair? Why am I not enjoying the length of my hair, or at least mimicking the length of my hair, right? For me, it's really important for the length of my hair to show. Like, I want to see hair length. I want to feel it on my shoulders. This is not everyone's cup of tea. And I'm not saying you should have the same goals, but for me, the reason for growing my hair was to actually experience its length. But I digress. Let's back up a little bit. Why do you want long hair? You. Why do we want long hair as Black women? Why did you go natural to grow your hair to waist length and beyond, to get long hair? One, we were inspired, right? We saw so many people doing it. Exciting. Number two, it's beautiful. Long hair is beautiful. There is something about someone that can grow their hair super long, waist length and beyond. It's lovely. Even in other races and other textures of hair, it's an achievement. We're just excited about the fact that we could actually grow our hair. Another reason could be just we wanted to learn and love our hair and love ourselves fully from the inside out, right? So this is why we wanted to grow our hair and get that length. But I feel like a lot of us subconsciously went natural and wanted to grow waist length and beyond because, one, we had never seen or experienced anybody grow hair that long. So it was a foreign idea, it's a new idea, it seemed impossible for the longest time, and wow, someone did it, I wanted to. So whether we were doing it to prove it to ourselves or just because, I mean, why not? But I feel like a big reason for a lot of our going natural and wanting that length is because we had never seen it before and we'd never experienced it before. So very quickly, the notion, the unspoken waist length expectation was what was regarded as long hair, and everyone chased waist length hair. And if you don't have waist length hair and longer, you haven't made it. That's the narrative that has been going around for the longest time. And a lot of people will say, oh, so-and-so has got long hair and so-and-so has got long hair. And they'll be mentioning the exception. That is people that have got tailbone hair, hip length hair, knee length hair. Negating the fact that a lot of Black women have achieved bra strap length hair, mid-back length hair, which is beautiful, long hair, all the same. So we put this standard of waist length hair, so much so that anybody else that has not achieved that has not made it. Another thing we did not consider with regards to particularly chasing this natural aesthetic and waist length and wearing your hair in its rawest form is that people are human beings with the power of their own will, their own choices, and therefore it was a bit silly to think that everybody will prefer to wear their hair like this. Even if people love their natural hair in its rawest form, does not automatically mean that we will all wear our hair in its most natural form, because that has never been seen or heard before in all of history. Women experiment with their hair. They love to try new things with their hair. All races, all countries, all creeds, all people. So why we put that expectation and that load on each other, I don't know. Another important one is just not realizing how much work waist length hair and beyond, and even if it's not waist length hair, let me tell you, my hair currently, it's work, right? It requires a certain dedication, a certain commitment, a certain time investment, a certain care, a certain gentleness, a certain attention. The longer your hair gets, the more it needs, as in the care of it to maintain that length, right? So I don't think any of us really considered how much work longer hair requires. This is not something that a lot of us have actually prepared to endure and have as a lifestyle, simply to maintain the trophy of I attained waist length hair. I mean, I've just realized I'm quite happy with hair that's this long if I can rock it like this, and the care of it is a little bit more manageable than hair that's down to my knee. Imagine detangling hair that's knee length. So we went on this dream of trying to achieve waist length hair, keeping our hair in the most unkempt styles and not really enjoying the fullness, thickness, texture of our hair, hiding it under wigs, weaves, and head wraps, and just doing the most with our hair. And the minute it got to waist length, we took it out and showed the whole world, and hey, I made it. I'm gonna do a blowout, I'm gonna do a silk press, and down went the length. Set back, set in, I lost my length, breakage, blah, blah, blah. It's back at bra strap, it's back at shoulder length, and then the journey starts again and it hides under wigs once again. So the cycle continues of us continuously chasing this waist length and beyond hair. So much so we forgot to live and enjoy our hair and realize that hair is literally meant to just complete your look. So you can imagine people cut their hair, big chop, start again, put it under protective styles, blah, 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 fighting and aiming and reaching and pursuing that waist length goal. Consider personal styling. Are you saying that you're growing your natural hair for it to scrape the knee and you're gonna actually wear it like that? How practical is that on the daily? How practical is it to be able to retain that length? Because as we know, the way you attain your length is the way that you retain it. Attain it and retain it the same way. But if you retained it while looking like this and you want to wear it like this once it gets to waist length, how's that gonna play out? That's how come we're seeing these setbacks and people just in a cycle of big chopping. I'm back to relaxer, I'm back to cornrows, I'm back to this. Oh, it's waist length now, but I did a silk press and I don't know how to do it and I don't know how to maintain straight hair, so I lost it. Instead of focusing on actually enjoying the journey, finding your personal style, achieving waist length or whatever goal you have while actually styling your hair exactly the way you want to. And yeah, for a short period or for a specific period, you can grow your hair in these long-term protective styles like me, blah, blah, blah. But at some point, you have to say, then what? Is this my life? Of which, if that's what you want, fine. As in, for me, I don't mind switching between this and other things. But a lot of women are out there just wearing wigs, just wearing weaves because gotta keep the delicate textured hair down there hidden forever and ever. So their hair never sees the light of day because we're chasing waist length. So in this video, I just wanted you to pause and think about exactly what is long hair for you. Once you decide that, I suggest actually enjoying your long hair. And that doesn't mean wearing it loose and in its full length like I would prefer. It could mean twists, twist outs, blowouts, whatever you choose, but at least you've chosen your personal style and you're enjoying your hair rather than hiding it for 10 years, as some of us have done or do, trying to get to waist length. Here are some questions to consider. I'm gonna read, so I'll be looking down. You get to tailbone length or what have you, then what? Do you continue with whatever you've been doing to grow your hair to that length, or do you start enjoying it, styling it, wearing it out? What do you want for yourself? And if this is you, how do you intend to maintain your hair at that length? Have you looked into how you're gonna retain that waist length hair once you get there? Because if you don't know how to deal with loose waist length hair, how are you gonna keep it? Are you one of those naturals that actually wants to switch things up? You wanna do protective styles, wear wigs, weaves, whatever, grow your hair and then sometimes have it out in twist outs, blowouts, silk presses, mini twists. What kind of a black woman do you want to be? I'm no longer even going to be saying what kind of a natural, because it's what kind of a black woman. They are black women with relaxed hair and they're part of the crew. Okay? Let me hold your hand. They're part of the crew. Another thing to consider is, are you the kind of natural that is happy to hide your hair under wigs and weaves for the rest of your life? No judgment here. But then use hair extensions to experiment, to get excited, to get different looks and express yourself in different ways. Black woman, you are free to do exactly the thing that you want to do with your natural hair. And yes, we can get long hair. Maybe we just need to redefine what long hair means to us as individuals, rather than the expectation of waist length that has been placed on all of us. Because, I mean, if you don't get to waist length, you don't have long hair. Girl, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.
I had to stop wearing wigs because wigs tore up my nape and edges, child. Look at how my nape area looked last year. My nape was gone, nowhere to be found, and my nape looked like this for years. And when I say years, I mean like 5 years. I had no hair on the back of my head. Hair just broken off and short. I wore wigs for 7 to 8 years off and on because wigs were my go-to protective low maintenance hairstyle. Quick and easy, especially the type of wigs I would wear. I would wear full full closure wigs or the 4x4 closure wigs. So you know those type of wigs, you just put on a wig cap and pop the wig on your head and go. And yes, my natural hair was still growing, but my nape and edges were being destroyed. So it wasn't until last year I was tired of not having a nape or edges, so I threw away all of my wigs and started wearing crochet hairstyles. And the cool thing about crochet hairstyles is that your hair is completely braided underneath, as you can see. So all I would do is oil my scalp a few times throughout the week with my fenugreek hair oil, link in bio, and I would keep the braids in for at least 6 weeks. That's key, leaving your hair alone to grow. And now look at my nape. I have a nape, y'all. Now my edges are still in recovery. She needs a little bit more time to heal, and that's all right, but I'm so proud of my nape. And all I did was kept my hair in cornrow braids, oil my scalp, and left my hair alone for weeks and sometimes months at a time. Now let me say this, I don't think the wigs itself tore up my edges, but it was the tension from the wig caps and wig bands over time that thinned out my nape and completely broke off my edges. But what y'all think?